everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We're 4 wins in, so I'm thinking probably just never lose again. It's not a bad start. 22LE E1GT, 22LE E1GT, 22LE E1GT. Damage is good. Well, damage is bad, actually. Well, 3.53. Damage is decidedly average, which in some ways is worse than being either great or horrible. Like, pick a side, right? And then, rate of fire is great, legitimately. HP is okay. Speed is okay. So honestly, it's a probably mildly above average statistical Eden run. Like, we rolled 2 D6s and we got an 8. It's not quite a 12, but it's still a pretty good spot on the Catan board if you can swing it. But then we have blank card along with us, and blank card is really like the life giver. Doubtlessly one of the best spacebar items in the game, and all we really need to do is wait for anything useful to drop. Rune, card, anything along those lines. Even if it's not that useful one time, like let's say, I don't know, a good example is actually Wheel of Fortune. Not that useful to use Wheel of Fortune once. Being able to spawn a slot machine or a fortune teller once every 4 rooms, on the other hand, pretty meaningful. Right off the bat, we now just saved ourselves like infinite keys and also a bunch of HP by having a stars card here. So we're gonna go in here, see if there's anything useful. Doesn't appear so we're gonna use our stars card to bounce out. We get wait what, which is more interesting in the sense that it does give us unlimited bombs, but less good because I think wait what is just kind of, it's certainly not bad, but I do stand by saying that it's overrated. We also have the tick as our trinket, I just noticed. We could use it. It's probably able to get us a secret room. Seems like there's an obvious location for it right there, but I like the idea of using blank card here because it's better. Like, I don't want to be rude to Wait What. Wait What is a good addition to the game because it means that, you know, it seems like it shows up about as often as Butterbean. So about half the time you see the bean, you go, oh, that's pretty bad, but then you pick it up and you go, it's not as bad as I thought. But is it really that big of a swing for us? No, in my opinion, not really. Either way, though, I think blank card is the right call. And blank card is also, like, it's such a fun spacebar item because it's hard to get sick of, I hope. Kind of, I'm pushing my beliefs onto you guys and hoping you agree, but it varies every single time, right? Or most of the times it varies. Sure, you tend to cluster towards things that are really good. The stars card rarely is going to be the one that you stick with. Usually you go Hierophant or Yera Rune or something like that. But as it stands, it's still usually varied, especially in the early games. So obviously Mom's Underwear we don't really care too much about here, unless you do, you sicko. But apart from that, we're just going to go check this out. He's a god. You play this twice. You take your money and run. That allows you to get into the boss trap room. Inside of the boss trap room, you leave these spiders alive. At least one of them. Shouldn't have shot that guy. And then you pick up the other stuff that you need. We don't really want Curse of the Tower, so we're just going to grab Bob's Curse. And then we bounce out of here. I was hoping we'd get a single Spirit Heart. That would have made me look a little bit smarter. But that's okay, I don't play this game to look smart. If I wanted to look smart, I wouldn't play anything on YouTube because I'm spotlighting my own mistakes here. If I wanted to look smart, I would make tweets about, oh, YouTube. DAE YouTube. You. Extremely stupid voice. I watch YouTubers. Me, extremely enlightened voice. I read books. I'm not insulting the literature world, okay? I got nothing but love for literature. And then I say that and I just hope that nobody asks me what's the most recent book I read. You know, the one about the frog and the turtle, or the 2 frogs, they're friends with each other. You know, that one was pretty sick. Cat. Are you hearing in the background this cat? Just relax. I don't know what you think is going on here. The door's closed because Daddy's working right now. Eventually, Daddy will not be working, and the cat's in the cradle in the silver spoon. And the little boy Ruka, the man in the moon. Second secret room? We got so many bombs. We gotta look. We got so many bombs. We gotta look. Right here. Guaranteed. No bad trips, please. Oh, well, that was great, but also horrible. So we got 2 speed ups and a health up. Why? I don't want to be in this room. I don't want to be on this room right now. I wanted to go to the shop. I messed it up. Give me a sec here. Yeah, go to the shop first. The bad trip compromises our deal with the devil, which is obviously not good. I don't know why I said it like that. It's obviously not good. Michael. We got Pokego as well, which is fine. Here, grab this. We'll grab this just to see. I do like a blank card Judgment a little bit more than a blank card Stars. I'm gonna use my last key to open that up, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with the way it went down. Since we blew up the Demon Judgment, we also got 10 extra deal with the devil chance, so I'm still bummed, because it's a little bit of a bad... Well, it's just bad luck. The fact that we got bad trip there. There's a lot of bads coming up in these subsequent sentences. I'm trying not to repeat myself, but you get the general idea, I think. We got unlucky, and it's especially unlucky because it screws our deal with the devil chances. But, and sadly those did come to fruition apparently, we made up for it, I think. I mean, we ended up getting a good boss item regardless, and we have an item that's at least more interesting on the blank card side of things. Like, blank card Moon doesn't really matter to me. Steven, by the way, always, I underestimate this from a damage standpoint, and then it ends up exactly... I just put like 4 extra syllables in exactly. It exactly fulfills the requirements that I had for an item to be useful right now. Namely, it vastly improves our damage, which works really well because our rate of fire recently got a lot better as well. So I don't really mind the Moon card. I don't care about it so much. I do care about this regular Judgment, but I'm hoping that we're able to get a bunch of Demon Judgments. I think Demon Judgments they'd win a lot of favor with me right now. I suppose I shouldn't have been as freaked out by the low HP that we had, because we are also rocking, by no, like, creation of our own, the Tick. So the Tick gives you lifesteal on the boss fight. Is it guaranteed? It must be guaranteed lifesteal. I don't know how much, but it must be guaranteed. Okay, so even just killing one of them is decent. Oh! I really thought we were going to make it through there without taking damage. Alright, we have a regular... Or not a regular, sorry, we have a Demon Judgment. So we actually got super lucky and found a... feels like I'm walking on Sunshine Pill. It should get us 1 free payout. It didn't. So I think we're just going to move on for now, because without any Spirit Hearts, we're still... I don't want to say we're under the gun, because I think that's disingenuous, but we're in a little tight here, and, you know, there's a pattern in Isaac content, in Isaac runs, really. You might say, yeah, here's one pattern, it's a day that ends with Y, and you're still making it. Okay, well, you know what, I take that as a badge of honor, as opposed to a personal slight, so joke's on you, mister. But at the same time, generally speaking, I think that runs usually start in the most dangerous place that they're ever in. Which is to say, not necessarily 100% that that's true. Dude, Infestation 2 is so good. But usually, they're in their most nebulous, like, right at the very beginning. So, we don't know whether this is a win or a loss yet. Obviously, I'm thinking that the existence of Infestation 2 probably pushes us a little bit more towards a win than a loss, and I think that's fair to suggest, but, really, we're just trying to hold everything together until we get enough HP so that we can leverage that HP into getting enough damage that our HP is not a problem. And that sounds like it's complicated, but I've seen the way you're acting like you're somebody else. It's got me frustrated, because life's like this. When you fall and you crawl and you take... And you break, and you take what you get and you turn it into. Promise me that honestly I'm never going to find you faking. Okay, so I stumbled over my words a little bit there, but I think that's a pretty good rendition of Avril Lavigne's magnum opus Complicated, considering I haven't actually heard the song. Well, that's not true. I heard it like, probably like a month ago in a grocery store, but grocery songs don't count. Chill out, what you shopping for? Check out sales in aisle 4. and you'll get some frozen lasagna. Yum, yum, yum. My name is Avril Lavigne. You've seen me on a magazine that came out in 2002 before print media. Print media? Well, it's highly unorthodox, but you heard the man. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Little Horn is like an okay item. Our 50-50 Devil Chance basically did not work out for us yet again, so we're going to head down to the next floor. And we should really be thankful. Infestation 2 was great, and our Judgment was good. And our Judgments in the future, we have a little bit more leverage when playing them. Mostly because our money... Well, that was awesome. Our money is still fine. A Bomb Beggar. Sorry, dude. As much as... a Bomb Beggar is a cool addition, and we probably, like, beat the odds to get one. I just don't want them, because bombs are... We probably don't even need 8 bombs right now, to be honest with you. Maybe I should have played him a little bit, but at the same time, he's just not that good, and bombs are way more precious than pennies most of the time. You can get to 99 cents, like, 4 times on the same run, and it wouldn't be the kind of thing worth batting an eye over. But, if you get to, like, 50 bombs, you go, okay, this run is great for bombs. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. And I'd rather give the Judgment the money, just, because it's a little bit more of a unique flavor for this run. It's got a Black Rune. You definitely now just see what this guy pays out with, and then you get rid of the Judgment card to go blank card Black Rune. There's no doubt. We need to get another charge anyway, but yeah, blank card Black Rune is going to be excellent for us. Or if not excellent, at least very unique. You know I'm trying not to say novel, and it's killing me inside, but... This is a better version. I actually think Black Rune is better than Void. I guess it's worse in the sense that it can never suck up a spacebar item that you want, but most of the time... I don't want to suck up spacebar items. I want to turn bad items into passives, whether they're spacebar items or not. So, I actually don't want to use Black Rune yet, much to your surprise, perhaps. I'll take Fruitcake. I think it's a good item. But I want to get some more money. Dude, the Pokemon are so good. I want to get some more money. Not a greed fight. And then use that money to get a payout from Judgment, and then use that payout as the second... part of our Black Rune little facade thing going on here, which I think is a sensible choice. So hopefully you'll see things my way. No boss can stand up to our double, like, Gaper action right now. Come on. Alright. You did it to yourself, dude. You did it to yourself. We got range and shot speed. Not what we're looking for, but if we're being honest and unhyperbolic for the first time ever in my adult life, we have a good rate of fire, and... alongside that good rate of fire, we have pretty good damage, so... It would be disingenuous to complain too much about how this run is going right now. In my opinion. Hey, good timing as well. We got just enough time to get a charge on Black Rune before we potentially go to the Deal with the Devil. Black Rune's also excellent for, giving us the opportunity to get, value out of active items from our Deal with the Devil that we want to take for transformations, but we don't actually want to hold. Like... For example, we might want to get, you know, Satanic Bible or the Nail, and pick up a Spirit Heart. Why the Nail? I guess more Satanic Bible for Bookworm, but you get the idea. Oh, that was bad dodging on my part. That's a good candidate. Honestly, I think we want both here. We can roll with both. And then trade the range upgrade for damage and tears. Absolutely acceptable. So the big payout for Black Rune, and I'm sure you're aware of this, but he's done it. I think it is worth it, actually. We got a luck upgrade. We can't take it, unfortunately. We got a luck upgrade and a shot speed upgrade instead of Dark Prince's Crown, which I can't... It's fundamentally, basically just a Tears upgrade. I'd rather have a luck upgrade than a conditional Tears upgrade, so I'm okay with it. But anyway, the big payout for us, for Black Rune Blank card is a library. Boss Rush also counts, of course, and we should be roughly in time to make it if we want to. It also looks like we made it. Guess how far we've come now, baby? Might have took the long way, but now I'm lost. It's a Shania song. They said, I bet we'll never make it, but just look at the story now. We're still together, still going strong. I see she has a little Timmins twang in her voice that allows her to rhyme those words, and with my continental accent, it just doesn't work. But then she goes, you're still the one that I love. Alright, I'm sorry, Shania. I didn't mean for that to come out as badly as it did. We took Holy Mantle. I was looking forward to using Black Rune, but I'm not sure if you noticed, but Holy Mantle is like the greatest item in Isaac history. Now we can hold 2 trinkets thanks to Mom's purse, and what was there was left hand. We have to go back regardless. There's left hand, and there was also the callus? What was back here? Nothing too useful. Red patch and missing poster. So what happened with you and this Renwick customer? Did I? Okay, I did totally whiff. Please? Now that I've gotten the left hand, the time is right for you to pay homage to your lord. Ah, that's no good. I mean, we got a little bit of HP remaining from the rest of this floor, but that's not really what I was looking for in the whole scheme of things. I'm looking for guppy items. Because with red chests, you're either looking for guppy items, you're looking for deals with the devil, or you're lying to yourself. Dude, I love that we just killed a spike. I don't know how we did it, but I'm eternally grateful. That feels like a secret room, weirdly enough. It's a big floor. You know what else we could really do with is an orbital. Holy Mantle plus an orbital means that we are absolutely sitting pretty. You know what else we could do with? A round of applause for Pokego, which continues to give us, like, the world's greatest conceivable payouts here. It's, like, almost exclusively giving us really, really good Pokemon. So, you know what? I'm in no position to kick it out of bed for eating crackers right now. I'm also in no position to say no to Squeezy. Although I should have, because we have apparently not broken the Tears cap. But if we ever do, we'll be happy we did that. I could break the Tears cap, I just don't want to. You guys ever have a friend like that? I was a sore loser for, like, a lot of my adolescence. But I was never that kid. And you might have been that kid. Friendly ball. Get voided, son. You might have been that kid, and that's okay. As long as you've moved past that, I'm not concerned about it. You know, that's a Steam sale. Really only useful on the Hush fight, which we might do, but I would rather just avoid it. Always had, like, that one friend, you know, you beat him in Super Smash Bros. For N64, and he goes, I could have beaten you, but I didn't want to. It's a very strange approach to take. You're mad that you lost when you weren't even trying? Like, that's offensive. Guppy's Paw. Maybe we just want to void Guppy's Paw. Here's what you do, actually. You use Guppy's Paw once. Come over here. Void it. Get another luck upgrade. I always had... Here's the circle of friends I ran with. You know how in Super Smash Brothers for the the N64, Fox is in that game, and if you press the B button, he shoots his ray gun, or his laser gun, or his Fox cannon, okay? I don't know what it's called. He shoots a gun, but it's pretty weak. I had friends that were like, okay, you can play as Fox, but you can't use the gun, because that's not fair, because there's also a laser gun that is an item. It's sort of let you juggle people. So they thought that if you play as Fox, it's cheating, because you just started with a gun. Same thing, like, you can't be Link. Well, you can be Link, but you can't use your sword, which is impossible. Because then that invalidates the existence of the laser sword. Maybe it was unfair to play as Fox. It's not because he's got 2 guns, though. It's because he's got, you know, that dirty roll speed. And he can reflect people off edges. But if you're playing Smash N64, by the way, I know you're going to say, NL, what about Melee? I missed the boat. I'm going to explain to you my Smash Brothers journey. I was like 11 when Super Smash Brothers for N64 came out. I bought it. I had a great time, played it for hundreds of hours. Missed Melee because I didn't own a GameCube. Then, in university, you know, what's old is new again. We might as well just go for this. What's old is new again. So me and the boys hooked up our N64, played like hundreds of hours of N64 Smash Bros. Again because it was nostalgic. There was always the one dude, we're going to take the Polaroid here, who was trying to get us to play Melee, which as I understand it, is respected as maybe a better game. I think I'm just going to not void this yet, because we can void this instead. We got a damage upgrade and a speed upgrade, so it's not bad. But we were always like, nah, you know, we got the built-in experience from when we were kids. I don't want to learn a new language of fighting games. So then, Brawl came out when we were all living together in our university house. So I basically have like the worst Smash Bros. Experience by canonical like fighting game Evo terms. I know nothing about Melee except the concept of wave dashing and shining. And I know, well, I played a little bit of Smash Bros. 4, like I own it, but I didn't play much. But anyway, that's why we didn't play Melee. But if we're talking about, you know, Smash Bros. N64, he's a bad character. He's not high on the power rankings. He's not high on the tier list, but you gotta love Donkey Kong. Let me explain why. First off, his taunt is a shrug where he goes, ooh. It's really good. There's nothing better than spiking an opponent with your forward aerial A donkey knuckle, sending them into the earth at like 100 miles an hour, and then going, ooh. It's way better than show me your moves. And if you disagree, you're basic. That's just the simple answer to that question. So the second thing is that there's a little spot on the Sector Z map where if you get them caught in the donkey throw, you can just continuously rattle them off the edge over and over, and they just kind of get sent back to you. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. It makes Donkey Kong and Danky Kang the greatest characters you could possibly imagine being. I would recommend it. Full stop. That's the end of this bit. It was a good time. Where did you go now? Oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. But now, who do I play in Smash Bros. Now? I don't have a main, because to have a main implies a level of deliberateness. But when I play Smash Bros. Now, I play as King DDD. Very simple reasons. He looks cool in his coat. He's also finally here in About Time 2. He's the newest member of the Kirby crew. But it's very satisfying when you're insanely... Spider Babby. When your insanely slow-moving attacks land and launch people like all the way off the map. It's something about the sledgehammer. It doesn't feel the same when you land that kick with Ganon. Or Ganondorf, I suppose. You know, it's not... It's just like, yeah, sure, he's got big legs. He's strong. I get it. When you get the hammer hit, you're like, I am a god. Full stop. Well, I play Diddy Kong. Stop. Respect yourself, okay? I get that he has a peanut gun that shoots in spurts, but if it hits, it doesn't really hurt that much. It's just a little, ooh, is it my birthday? Guppy. He's done it. He has not done it. He's done it? Yeah, he's done it. We got Curse of the Blind again, don't we? No, that was last floor. We have Curse of the Unknown. Okay, so Krampus's head gets sucked. That's another damage upgrade. See, this is why, like, Blank Card is so cool. This run could have been anything. We didn't know what it was gonna be. We didn't know if it was gonna be Blank Card Sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? We didn't know if it was gonna be Blank Card Black Rune, which is gonna give us... I mean, effectively, that was like a latent damage upgrade that's enormous. Like, we have 10 or 11 damage now, as a result of the fact that we have Blank Card Black Rune. It just takes items we don't really like and turns them into items we like a lot, so... Or stats we like a lot, at least. Also, big shout out to PokeGo, which is doing amazing work for us right now. Who's the worst character in Smash Bros? like, to play against, oh, man, I gotta think about that one. I think if you played Pikachu in the original Smash Bros, you're basically dead to me, because you don't even have cool stuff. Like, if you get killed by a Captain Falcon, you know, he throws you over the edge with his sweet high-priority throw, and then he does a downward spike, and he knocks you to the ground. And you're just like, as you're dying, you're like, oh, he got me, and then he does a show me your moves, and you're like, I may not like you, but I respect you. Pikachu is just like, you know, shocks you off the edge, and then you go to get back on the edge, and it shocks you. And you go to get back on the edge, and it shocks you, and it just keeps shocking you. I don't care about a luck upgrade. Let's turn that into a damage upgrade. Like, have the decency to have a good spike so that you can kick me out of the game, you know, like an honorable player. Instead, just edge guarding me so I have to continually fight for my life, but the odds of me being able to get back up are nearly zero. I ain't about that lifestyle. If you play Jigglypuff, we can get down. Because, like, the drill kick into the down B sleep, I respect that. If you land that consistently, you know, you just got yourself a spot at my birthday party. Kirby, also not respectable. Is that Salt? Yeah, it's Salt. And a great friend. He's, you know, Kirby drill kick. And then just up A, launch you into the air, jump up, drill kick you back down. It's like, you know, maybe I'll just go get a drink from the fridge. I'll see you guys in a couple hours when he's done doing this attack. I had 999% damage, and then you know, breathe on me, and all of a sudden I gotta launch the freaking stratosphere. This has been Northernlion's Smash Bros. Corner. I haven't played original Smash Bros. In, like, probably at least 4 or 5 years. So I'm missing out, you know? I'm jonesing. We did get 9 lives. 9 lives almost makes us into Guppy, and we're gonna become straight up like Lord of the Flies and Spiders, which is the little-known sequel to William Golding's classic novel. The kids get back on the airplane. They crash again on the same island. You wouldn't believe it. It's so zany. I was gonna say, we're due for a deal. You can't pick these up and suck them down. So I think you just go straight for the Judas's Shadow. And then you go into your Hush fight here, because let's be honest, we got great damage, we got a good setup, and we got a great ability to use Black Rune to get rid of some items that we don't care about. Oh, left hand. Might have worked, though. So those are good, but not necessarily that good. We want that battery. Ah, so here, I think you suck. Thanks for the damage and the luck. You grab this, and then you suck, and you say thanks for the damage and the luck. Noticing a pattern yet? Think we should just donate? I don't think we need to buy PhD. Although PhD is good, we don't need it. We don't really want pills for the most part, and if we can give a little bit of our love to this donation machine. See that donation machine. Just make a song using its name. Okay, not sensible. If they give us the option to do Delirium on this one, I think that's how you pay your penance to the Isaac Lord. To the Troll Engine, if you will. Anytime it gives you the option to do Delirium, if you reasonably have a good case for completing it and having a little bit of fun doing so, you should do it. And we're definitely in that position right now. Like, our run is great. We've got tier cap, at least the default tier cap. Cool tier effects thanks to $3 bill. Is it $3 bill or did we get a Play-Doh? I can't remember. Great damage, great rate of fire. Good HP. I mean, we got 10 lives. Dark Judas is not liable to get used anytime soon, because we need to die, you know, something like 100 times first, but it's not a bad upgrade to have here. Euthanasia's doing great stuff for us as well. Very, very rarely, but when it works, it works. And when you're good, you're good. Jacob's Ladder? I mean, we don't have these items. They're just nested within $3 bill or whatever it is. I can't think of the other one. It's $3 bill, and then it's multicolored tears, or is that anti-birth? Like Play-Doh cookie. $3 bill, and, or, what's the other one? You know. I'm drawing a blank. Oh well. I'll remember it when I see it, of course. We're getting to the point. There's too many Isaac items to hold in active memory. You know, I'd love to keep them all on the stack, but some of them are in the free store. Occasionally, I need to do a Malik and a free, you know? You got a Malik, a new item in. Oh, there's a Crooked Penny, and then you got to free an item up. See you later, you know. Dad's Omega Coin. It's actually a pretty good item. It's a bad example because it was added to the game at the same time as the Crooked Penny, so. I will admit it's taken us a little longer than expected to kill the Hush. Oh, it was a good euthanasia right there. I mean, I don't want to be too dark here, but they must have said that at some point. When they were doing euthanasias. They must, you know, because there must be some that don't go that well. I imagine, like, it's a very somber situation regardless. But I imagine there's, you know, if you're working there, there's some where you're like, that one went really well. They passed peacefully, painlessly as possible, and, you know, with dignity. But then there's probably some where things, you know, they're slightly messed up. Because we've all been there. You know, when I worked in an office, there were files that were good, and there were files that were messy. You know, it's just how she goes. I guess it's your job to make sure the clients don't know, you know, which one's which, but still. I'm not, I should. I was gonna say I'm not gonna drop the left hand, but there's really no reason not to. I'm not gonna continue down the euthanasia section here. Not because it's, you know, controversial, but because it's run its course as a joke. Which is really the only purpose that I had for it here. It's a discussion. It's meant for, you know, different YouTube channels, let's put it that way. It's not meant for my YouTube channel where mostly I get a good item and then go, oh, this item isn't as good as you think it is for this reason, you know? That's my lot in life, is to continually play down the quality of a run so that it looks like I'm even better than I am when I actually succeed. So, this is our Guppy dream come true. I don't really care about that demon judgment. There was a time, I feel bad because that judgment is like, you know, it was my first love, but, you know, we've just moved on. I'm sad to say. We can definitely drop the left hand. We can't at all drop the tick, and you know what? That's okay. It's doing some okay stuff for us. The tick gets a bad rap. That's a troll Isaac thing that I actually think is good. Can we replace Retrovision with like a tick pill or something like that that makes it impossible to lose your active item? You can call it Sticky Ticky. That one's on the house. You always give them the first hit for free. Okay, what do you do here? Well, I think first, use Crystal Ball. Good choice. None of these items make me that happy, so we suck them all down. And that gives us +2 damage, and we know exactly where we're going. We're Guppy, our shot speed's incredible. That's the most important stat in history. Most people don't know this, but all roads lead to your shot speed. The faster your shot, the faster your tears deal damage to enemies. It's just a simple science. Like, if you don't understand it, I don't know what to tell you. This joke is nonsensical. We've also got 6 luck, so where's my chest? There we go, there's my chest. Gets sucked down, 17 damage. It's weird because the run doesn't feel that powerful. It doesn't feel like there's one item that makes it that powerful, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But in actuality, it's like extremely powerful. 17 damage with 5 rate of fire is much better than runs tend to be at this point in the game. So, I guess we didn't really need to blank card that one. Unless we're going to Delirium, in which case we do. Which we're not. Okay, well, fun run nonetheless, though, and good timing. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.